Let's do another one of these order of operation problems just so we make sure that we get good practice at it. Here we have a bunch of stuff going on. We've got some things going on in our numerator, and then we've got some things going on in our denominator. Well, in fact, when you have a fraction, the numerator sort of acts like an understood grouping symbol, and then the denominator does also. So we have to clean up the numerator and the denominator separately before we can do the division. Remember, a fraction is nothing more than just a giant division problem. That's all it is. So let's look at this one piece at a time. If I'm looking at the numerator here and the denominator separate simultaneously, we do parentheses and grouping symbols first. Well, we have a parenthesis here, and we also have a parenthesis here. Let's go ahead and take care of that. So this would be 4, and then in our parenthesis we can clean that up. 6 plus 2 would be 8. Now I'm continuing to keep the parenthesis, but only because this shows the multiplication between the 4 and this number. There's an understood multiply there because there's no symbol. Plus 8, and then times, we have to clean up our parenthesis here. 8 minus 3 would be 5. Now that's our entire numerator so far. We've just cleaned up both of those parentheses. Now in the denominator we have 6, and then we can do inside the parentheses 4 minus 2, which would be 2, and then we have minus 2 squared. Now there's nothing else to do inside these parentheses, and I realize that I said that the numerator is a grouping symbol and the denominator is too. So we're still having to work within each one of these separately and simultaneously. Now after though the individual parentheses were cleaned up, next we have exponents, so we need to clean this 2 squared up next. So here I'm just going to recopy the numerator, 4 times 8 plus 8 times 5 all over 6 times 2 minus 2 squared, or 2 times 2 would be a 4. Now we still have to work with the numerator and the denominator, so we don't have anything except for multiplication going on the numerator and the denominator. So I'm going to come down here. 4 times 8 would be 32, plus 8 times 5 would be 40. Now we've taken care of the multiplication on the top. Let's do the same thing on the bottom. 6 times 2 would be 12, and then we have minus 4. Now notice we're still working only the numerator and only the denominator. We just happen to be doing it at the same time. Now we have addition and subtraction left. So 32 plus 40 would give us 72 on top, and 12 minus 4 would give us an 8 on bottom. Now we have completely finished our grouping symbol on top. It's down to a single number, and on bottom. But now we have the fraction 72 over 8, which is just a division problem. It's the same thing as if we would say 72 divided by 8, which is 9. So our final answer here is 9.